Okay, so this morning we're going to be reviewing our breaking up methods. I'm going to show you how to do it again in our block books. Okay, so this is the time sum. I'll be showing you a plus and a minus as well. You can see I've just written the date out just to show your spacing and where to rule your lines and all of that. Okay, so the first step in our sum here is to take the hundreds. So it's 200 times 2. Before I write my answer, and I'm just going to go to the next one. The next thing would be the 10, so then it's 30 times 2. So each part of the first number you need to times by 2. And the last thing is the units, 3 times 2. So we do it like that because it's exactly what we say the method is called, breaking up. So instead of doing the whole number all at once, we're breaking up into smaller chunks to make it easier for ourselves. So 200 times 2, the easy thing we can do is we can ignore the zeros and just look at the front number. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4. So then we can put our answer in the hundreds place already, and then we can just put the zeros at the back. So it's super easy. Okay, the next thing, by the tens, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to ignore the zeros and just look at the front number. So 3 times 2 is 6. And we put the 0 at the back. But now our answer is going to go in the tens place. Because 6 with a 0 at the back is 60. Okay, and now there's no more zeros to block. So we just go 3 times 2. And what do we know? It's 6. So we put that in the units place. Okay, now you can either write these numbers out again, 400 plus 60 plus 6, or we can look at them in their columns. So we've written it all in the units column. Okay, so there we go. We can add all the units up together. I'm just going to draw my line there. All the units together, 0 plus 6 is 6. Now I'm going to go on to the next column. Those two numbers together, 0 plus 6 is 6, and then 4, and there's nothing in the hundreds column besides that 4, so it's just 4. And there's our answer for the first problem. Okay, our next method is the plus breaking up method. Now I'm going to do again, take out the hundreds, then the tens, then the units, then plus them all together. Breaking up means we do it piece by piece. Okay, so we've got the hundreds, sorry, my 0 is a bit square there. Okay, so now we can ignore the zeros because they won't change, and we can just add the hundreds in the front. 500 plus 300 is 800. Okay, then we go to the tens. The first number is going to be 30 out of there, and by the second number, the tens is 40. Okay, so it's 30 plus 40, but what we can also do is ignore our zeros because the 0 will stay the same in the units place. I can even write it there already because there's no units that are going to change, only the numbers by the tens. So 3 plus 4 is 7, 30 plus 40 is 70. Alright, then the last step is to do the units. So it's 2 plus 8 equals 2 plus 8 is 10. Okay, then I'm going to draw a line and I'm going to write my answer. Okay, I could rewrite the whole sum, 800 plus 70 plus 10, but I can also do it like this now. Now that they're all in the columns, I can look at the units column, and then I can look at the next column, and so on. So, by the units, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. By the tens, 0 plus 7 plus 1 is 8. And by the hundreds, 8 plus nothing is 8. So there's my answer for that. Now I'm going to do a minus sum using some of these numbers. So I'm going to take my answer, and I'm going to write, you see I'm going to leave a line open now so that they don't get mixed up. 880 minus, and I'm going to choose the first number here, 880 minus 532. And I'm going to show you a cool trick here. I should end up with the second number as my answer. Let's see if it works out. If it doesn't work out, then I've done something wrong. Okay, so our trick with the breaking up method of minusing is that the first number stays the same. So 880 will stay the same. Minus the hundreds first, so it's 500. Okay, so now I'm going to look only at the hundreds, and then the units will stay the same. Okay, so 8 minus 5 is 3. And then I'm going to take the tens and units and put them at the back, because they haven't changed. I didn't take anything away. Minus the next step, which is the tens. So 30 from that number. Now I'm only ignoring the units because that's where the zeros are. So that means I need to look at this whole number and here. Okay, so I'm just ignoring where the units are. So 38 minus 3 is what I'm going to say in my head now. 38 minus 3, 37, 36, 35. So I'm going to write 35. And then I'm going to take whatever unit I've got at the back here, which is 0. So that's what's going to come at the back here. 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay, I'm going to carry on the next line, minusing the units. So it's 350 minus 2 equals, okay, now I can't hide anything anymore because there's no zeros behind this number. I've just got to count backwards. So 350 minus 2, let's count backwards, 349, 348. And there we have it. And can you see? If you look here, I got this number as my answer. So that was just a little trick. Okay, so I definitely know that my answer is correct. So that's just some revision of the breaking up method.